Look, shit different now, man. Can't do that open air shit no more. They checking too hard for us now.
Rock making money off your back. Bitch got you out New Jersey making a nickel on 500.
That ain't at all what happened, brother. Business change. Sometimes you gotta change with the shit.
Whatever the fuck you say, me.
All right, y'all. For today's topic, we're gonna be talking about Ronnie. Now, the thing is with Ronnie, I mean, it's already been the first episode, and he's already, like I said before, looking all menacingly. See, I don't know, for some weird reason with Ronnie, he kind of slightly, just slightly, reminds me of like Brother Muzone from like The Wire, and I'm kind of wondering if he's gonna be moving the way like how Brother Muzone was moving in The Wire. Now, granted, Brother Muzone was kind of different. He was a different character, right? But I don't know. I just kind of like get like a slight feel of him. Now, y'all can let me know like, oh, I'm probably tripping or I'm probably wrong, but I don't know because the way how Ronnie is and that whole conversation that he had with like Unique in the car where he's just like, you was the CEO, I left you in charge and you basically just fucked up everything and you had Rock defeat you. So I'm kind of wondering as well, like, what is going to be like Ronnie's, I guess, maybe comeback or some sort of form of like revenge to being like, well, since Rock did this to you and I want to come back into having control again. I'm kind of wondering like where's that's gonna like put Ronnie at, and seeing how Kanan wants to like come up and he doesn't want to be involved with like Raquel anymore. It does make me wonder like where does Ronnie and Kanan's gonna like stand at, because I know some of y'all is already saying it. Some of y'all is already saying it. Y'all like, nah, Ronnie is actually Breeze. So I'm like, we just gonna have to wait and see, because again, we still got D Wiz's brother, we still got him, right? We still have maybe some other characters that hasn't appeared yet for them to for them to potentially be Breeze. So I'm like, listen, we're gonna have to wait and see on that. But I'm thinking that seeing how Ronnie, he's out of prison now and he wants to try like, I guess, get things back to how they were again, it does make me wonder as well, like, okay, like, will like that a confrontation between like him and Raquel actually start? I mean, maybe not now, because seeing how Rock, she's already saying that she wants out of the game, but as we see in the trailer, how Stefano basically kidnapped Raquel, so we would have to assume during that time, like, I guess that Stefano's gonna want to use Raquel for her to do something, maybe to work for him, maybe to like to do something, because since the whole war between like her and Sal kind of like soured things, he's gonna probably maybe use her to like for his business or whatever, because since everything happened, right? And it does make me wonder around those times, like, okay, how like Ronnie's gonna be able to like maneuver through this. And I'm thinking, because since Kanan is trying to like look for like some sort of new business venture outside of Raquel, like maybe would he go over to Ronnie or whatever, and maybe Ronnie would probably try to use Kanan, right? And I'm thinking, because if that all happens, right, it's gonna like put Unique in a crosshair, because we already seen like Unique, he had a thing for Raquel since the first season. He had a whole thing for her, right? And he's already getting, I wouldn't say close to her, but he had a time with her, so it's gonna like put that in jeopardy. Because the thing is about like with Unique, I don't know, because even though, yeah, he did lost that battle with like Raquel in the first season, and seeing how in the second season like he got with Sal and they was doing stuff in Jersey, right? And now he's back in like Jamaica Queens South Side. He's back on the South Side of things, and they kind of like teaming up, because you never know with Sal, because it's not over. Sal eventually is gonna come back and try to like get some sort of revenge. So Unique is kind of like there. So I'm thinking about like his loyalties and his allegiances, because it's either gonna be like Raquel or Ronnie. But as Kanan was explaining in the story about like Ronnie and how dangerous he is, that even Unique don't want nothing to do with him, because he's just like, he's the type of dude that he's gonna go off. So again, if that happens, where is that gonna put Raquel and Ronnie? Where that's actually gonna put them, right? And how will that actually affect their relationship going forward between like Ronnie and Unique, right? Because I'm thinking if, let's just say, he sees like an opportunity with Kanan, right? I'm thinking two things can actually happen. Either one, he either uses Kanan, right, to either, maybe get some sort of leeway onto Rock or whatever. Like, well, I'm basically using Kanan to get some sort of leverage, right? To be like, well, this is how we get our way back in is through to Kanan. Like, we maybe use him because, Kanan already hates Raquel and he doesn't want nothing to do with her. So you take a Ronnie that actually uses Kanan's hatred for Raquel and, he builds his business that way by using Kanan or whatever. Or two, he wants nothing to do with Kanan, right? And he figures out his own way of trying to, like, take back the streets, but at the same time, working on a plan to probably, like, get rid of, like, Raquel or something. Because here's the thing. So remember how in the original Power, how when, like, Kanan was actually using Tariq to get back at Ghost or whatever, it does make me wonder, too, like, will we actually see some of those things apply into, like, raising Kanan? Like, Kanan's pissed at Raquel or whatever, and like I said, Ronnie sees that as an opportunity and be like, okay, like, he's upset at her or whatever, like, maybe I can use him, like, we can probably do something here or whatever, right? Or lastly, he probably could be a somewhat of a mentor to Kanan. Like, maybe he would probably, like, teach him or whatever, because let's just say, like, he can't get to Unique, right? Like, he's trying to, like, get Unique back on board of, okay, maybe, I want to, like, take control or whatever, and, Unique is probably not on board with that, so he's just like, all right, fuck it, I can't use Unique and get Unique back on board because Unique is so infatuated with Raquel that he actually uses Kanan, and then maybe it could set up that type of story where he's just like, okay, he could probably maybe, like, use Kanan or whatever, and then, Raquel finds out about it, and then it might set up something there or whatever. Because remember, in the trailer as well, we've seen, like, Raquel continually to reach out to Kanan to be like, well, I don't want you doing these things or whatever, and he's just like, you don't get to decide what I do, intentionally saying that, well, Kanan is trying to, like, step up, while Raquel is kind of like, I fucked up, so I'm trying to apologize here, right? So, I mean, you never know what's going to actually happen with, like, Ronnie's character this season, because it could go either way. He can either help Kanan, or he can use Kanan, right, to get to Rock, right? There's a lot of these possibilities, because if Ronnie is this crazy character, we just going to have to, like, wait and see on what's going to be his first move and his first kill, or how he's actually going to be moving on these streets, and potentially what he's going to end up doing, right? Because as I said before, like, Unique's mind may or may not be in the game. It may or may not be in the game. Like, not saying that he doesn't want to be in the game, but I'm just saying that seeing that he's with Rock now, it's just like, his focus is going to be sort of out of place, despite Rock telling him, like, well, technically you can take over, but we all know that's not going to happen, because Stefano's going to make an appearance real soon in the second episode. So again, we just going to have to, like, wait and see on what Ronnie's options is going to be and what he's actually going to do and stuff. But like, comment, subscribe, and share. Oh, and let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think, and I will catch you all in the next one.